Alright, had a quick run in the rain. We're up to 187.7 miles now. Let me slip my glass slipper off. It looks like they held up. I'm not exactly putting a lot of miles on them on Saturday and Sunday. I work these days. Come on, man. It's kind of hard to. But I'm going to do longer runs in the future. I'm feeling pretty good. Feet were a little sore from yesterday's run, but they have to get used to it, man. Pounding the pavement, literally. I'm still a pretty big dude. But I ran a little farther. I got to start remembering my first interval has to be a walk so that my final interval is a run across the finish line. I hate finishing while I'm walking. That just feels stupid. But yeah, I ran a little farther, feeling good, shoes held up. I'll see you soon. Oh, and that was 20 minutes of 1-minute intervals. I like that a little better than the quarter mile, but I'm going to do them both. See ya. Hi. Good news, bad news. Good news is I just ran 40 minutes straight in these and my feet feel pretty dang good. Also, the shoes still held up, and now I'm up to 191.15 miles. The bad news is around 20 minutes I noticed that my Runkeeper app stopped giving me audio cues. So I wear a watch now just so I know whenever to turn around if I'm doing like a run where I'm not going to go straight in one direction. I got to come back to where I live. So at least I knew what time it was, but around 20 minutes it stopped giving me audio cues. And I looked at my phone and it said it was still tracking it, so I was hoping maybe if I just kept going and then I hit stop, it would stop that one and start another one. Because when I opened the app, it wasn't tracking it. It was back at the where you click start to do your activity. So yeah, it didn't keep anything at all. But so I had to go through Runkeeper to figure it out. And it was like 3.45 miles is what I ended up doing. And actually I ended up right at my house, which was awesome. So yeah, I hope it works better in the future. My phone was being weird this morning. When I was doing the swipe, it was keeping all the buttons that I had pushed like indented down on the screen. It was kind of weird. So I'm just going to restart my phone. Tomorrow I'm going to run a little farther. This was just a steady state run. I ran for 40 minutes straight and I felt pretty good. It was a lot of uphill. I still did pretty well, I think. So hopefully the app doesn't do that, because now you don't get to see my results. I don't get to see the elevation change, the calories, or any of that. I just know that I did 40 minutes, and I mean, if you don't trust me, it's right there. See you later. People of the internet. The app did not work once again. It did better this time. It kept going up until I think like 49 minutes, and then I noticed once again the audio cue stopped. It claimed it was still tracking me, but it was at the home screen. So that run was lost once again. But it was a 60-minute run today. I don't know at what point this is going to focus for you, but yeah. This is the only tracking I had left. It was on my wrist. A wristwatch, much better than the app. The app's hit or miss. It kind of seems like, well, I got the 2 20-minute runs, no problem. Then the next day it kind of gave out at like 20 minutes. And now this time it kind of gives out in the 40-minute range. It's kind of like I outdo my last run by a little bit, and then it gives out. So hopefully next time it'll go well, because it's going to be another 20-minute run, but we'll see. Maybe they'll fix the app. I felt pretty good though. Of course, it was a struggle, especially on some of those really steep uphills. I chose some roads that were pretty tough, but I knew I was going to have to turn around, so I'd have that nice downhill. But yeah, I like steady state. I think steady state is way easier than intervals. And that's why I use interval training for weight loss, and that's why I do 2 days of interval training. I like to mix it up. But you just keep going, man. You just keep going. Don't pay attention to the time. Pay attention to your music or whatever, and just kind of zone it all out. But yeah, shoes still holding up. I have no idea how the distance I just ran. I might go in the Runkeeper app and try to piece by piece put it together so I can add it up. I think I was getting really close to around 5 miles. So I really don't know off the top of my head. I think it would be like 196 total miles or something. But I'm gonna go on the app and try to piece the run together again and see how far I actually am. Hopefully the app starts working again so that I don't have to waste so much time doing all this garbage. I'll see you later. Yeah, ran a little bit farther with these 20-minute intervals. It was quarter-mile intervals. I just pushed myself a little harder. It's still 20 minutes. I'm still turning around at 10 minutes. I think it was only like 0.04 miles farther because I had an extra interval at the end where I was walking, so that slowed things down a little bit. But 198.22 miles overall, and it's holding up pretty well. Don't know how. I don't have very many lights on right now, but there's nothing real detrimental going on there. I do put shoe goo on the laces whenever I see them wearing a bit. That is highly recommended. It does help them last longer. Yeah, things are going well. Runkeeper worked this time. I need a shower. See you later. How you doing? It's really hot outside. Just got done with 20-minute intervals. 1 minute. 20 minutes of 1 minute intervals. Ran a little farther than before. Now we're up to 200.01. Worked out perfectly. They're still intact. No real abrasion, even on the lace. It's good. It's all good. I'm feeling good. I'm running a little better every single time. That's because I'm dropping weight. Imagine that. But yeah, things are going well.